everyone. Hope we're doing amazing today. We're doing really well, thank you. My name is Carolina Fonseca Jimenez. I focus on doing children's books that promote love, unity, and peace. And as you know, we also interpret dreams here. The reason we interpret our dreams is because when we do, we are connecting with our subconscious, and when we share them, we connect with one another on a more profound level. So guys, today we're going to interpret 3 people's dreams. And now these 3 dreams are really creative and really wonderful. So let's pay special attention because these dreamers have dreams constantly. They're writing them down in their little dream journal, and they're really learning their dream language. So I absolutely love interpreting these people's dreams. So let's go ahead and get started, okay? Our first dreamer says that she's finding herself on the pier. She's walking on the pier and she's looking at the ocean, and she notices that the waves are like crashing on one another, right? They're not too aggressive, but they are crashing enough to create like all of this foam, okay? She's looking at all of this foam. And while she's looking at the ocean, she's got 2 little dogs with her, right? So she's observing the ocean with these 2 little dogs, and as she continues to walk, she says that she sees 2 friends that she hasn't seen in like forever. And they're like, hey, where are you going? What are you doing here? And the dreamer says, oh, I just live here, you know, and she points up to this house, and it's like this big, beautiful beach house. But when she points up to the house, she almost feels like stuck up or like bad about it. So she's kind of ashamed that she lives in this really big, beautiful house, right? So let's go ahead and get started with this interpretation because it is very, very interesting. So, okay, guys, remember that when we're dreaming of the ocean, of water, of all of these liquids, right? It's a representation of our feelings, of our current emotions, right? So we know that this current dreamer is not fearful of connecting with her emotions. She is wanting to connect with her subconscious. She's wanting to look at those really hardcore feelings, okay? We know this because in the dream, she is literally looking at the ocean and looking at every single detail, watching the waves crash, watching the foam come up to the surface, right? We know that she wants to do this. She wants to have that deep connection with herself, right? We also know that she's going through a time where her emotions are really kind of bubbling to the surface, right? There's something going on in this dreamer's life where her emotions are starting to feel slightly out of control, right? They're not completely aggressive, but they're getting there, okay? The foam is on the surface, okay? And whenever we have dreams like this of the waves starting to pick up speed like this, it's letting us know that the emotions in our life right now are very strong, okay? Strong enough that oftentimes they cause anxiety and worry, okay? We know this because of the foam on top of the ocean. Now, remember too though that she has 2 little dogs with her. Whenever you're having a dream and you have dogs with you, dogs are symbolism for like protection, loving energy, unconditional love. So we know that she's got these guides that are protecting her and guiding her through it, okay? Even though she's looking at her emotions and she's knowing that, okay, they're kind of getting out of hand here, but still she has her guides with her helping her through this, right? Now, whenever she keeps walking, she notices that her 2 friends come up to her who she hasn't seen in a long time, and they ask her, what are you doing here? She points at the house and she feels ashamed that that big house is hers. Okay, this is really interesting because it's simply letting us know that this is how the dreamer is feeling, okay? There are a lot of things happening in this dreamer's life. She may be advancing at her job. She may be advancing on a huge project. She may be doing like really well in life, right? And she's really excited about this. We know this because the waves are like going like this. The waves are really excited, okay? But we also know that there's a little bit of almost feeling shameful. You know, there's a little bit of shame associated with this, right? We know this because the dreamer feels this when she's pointing at the big house, okay? We also know that the dreamer is really worried about what people are going to think. What are they going to think of her with whatever it is that she's doing, okay? We know that she's worried about this because in the dream she literally says, you know, I felt like stuck up, that they saw that big house and, you know, me, like, you know, that doesn't make sense. So the dream is simply letting us know that it's time to let go of that worry, right? People are going to judge and say whatever they will whenever they want, okay? So the dream is simply letting you know it's not time to focus on that. It's time to focus on your subconscious. It's time to focus on your energy, okay? It's time to focus on that because guess what? Abundance is coming, okay? The house is a representation of that. Your beach house, your dream house, whatever abundance looks like for you, that is literally what is on its way. And it's simply letting you know, let go of all the worry, let go of all of the what are people going to think, okay? Let go of all of that because the abundance is coming. You worked hard for it. You deserve it. Let it be, okay? Accept the gifts that the universe is giving you, okay? And we know the dream wants you to chill out because you're literally looking at the ocean and you're watching your own emotions boil up. You're watching the anxiety come on, and it's just letting you know it's time to chill out. You've got your 2 little dogs that are protecting you. Everything is going to be fine, okay? Now, let's move on to the second dream. The second dream is from the same dreamer, okay? In this dream, she says that she finds herself in a field and she's planting seeds, okay? And the seeds are like for lettuce or vegetables, various things like that. But she's planting these seeds, and as she's planting these seeds, she notices that there's like this weird little serpent coming over to her. It's like a pink serpent, and it looks almost like bubblegum. It's a weird looking, funny looking serpent, but either way, the dreamer is a little bit afraid, and she's like seeing it's coming towards her, and then there's someone with her that says, hey, watch out, that snake is coming for you. So then when the snake is coming for her, she kind of gets scared, and then the serpent tries to like come up here into her little, her little clothes or something. She tries to come up here to her sleeve. That's what it's called, the sleeve. I just did the Spanish video, so sometimes I forget the words. Okay, so the serpent tries to come up her sleeve, right? And then she closes it so that way the serpent doesn't get in there, okay? But either way, the dreamer's still afraid, and she's still watching the serpent trying to come closer. Then the serpent finally does come close enough that it kind of lays on her leg and just falls asleep there. As soon as the dreamer hears that the serpent is like sleeping, she's like, okay, it's sleeping. I'll just let it be. Okay, it's fine. Okay, this dream is incredibly important because this dream is letting us know that you've got two people in your life, okay? And just notice that 2 is kind of repetitive in your dream state. You're seeing in your first dream you had the 2 dogs, and then you had those 2 friends, and now in this dream you've got that one person that was warning you about the snake, and then the snake itself, okay? So there's 2 again. So anyways, the dream is letting you know that currently, yes, you are planting seeds, you are working on your projects, you are doing all of these great things, okay? Abundance is coming because we know that once you plant the seeds, they will grow. Okay, they are going to grow. You've got someone that is a really good support system, okay? You've got someone that is looking out for you, that is looking out for your best interest, right? We know this because in the dream, this particular person said, hey, watch out, that serpent is coming, or that snake is coming, all right? Now, we know that also there's someone in your life that has kind of come into your life, and at first, like your subconscious said, oh, this may not be a good idea, but you let it go, right? You let it go. And now this person has gotten a little bit too close to you, and now you don't know how to get rid of them, okay? They're so close, in fact, that they're sleeping, the serpent was sleeping on your leg, okay? We know also that this person is someone that that you need to get some space from, okay? We know this because in the dream you feel uncomfortable whenever it comes closer and closer and closer, all right? And it's simply letting us know, okay, we need our space. We need our space from this particular person. Why? Because we've got all of these projects going on. We are growing in abundance, okay? We are growing in abundance, but there's this person in my life that doesn't have the best interest for me, right? And that is not a bad thing or anything like that. It just simply means that we need more space. We need more self-care. We need more love for ourselves, okay? So all you have to do is think about it. Okay, let's reflect it outward. Who in your waking life reminds you of this serpent? Who in your waking life has like those qualities where you look at them, you're like, oh, they're well, in the dream you say that it's kind of funny looking. You say it's funny looking, you get a funny feeling, okay? And you say in the dream that it's like pink and that it looks like a cartoon character. So you don't take this person too seriously apparently, okay? Because in your dream state, you're looking at them like that. You're saying they look kind of cartoon, like I don't take them seriously. So reflect that outward. Who in your waking life makes you feel that exact same way? Whoever that is the person that you need a little bit of space from, okay? And the most loving way you know how, go ahead and make yourself some space, okay? You need some space from that person because you've got projects, you've got goals, you've got abundance that is growing, okay? And this person, for whatever reason, doesn't have your best interests at heart, and that's okay because we know that they need to work on themselves. So let's give them some space to do that. Okay, that is all that the dream is telling you. Remember, any dream that we interpret, we want to interpret it with loving energy because we understand that everybody else is working on their life too. Everybody is trying to go through their own life process and we're all trying to better ourselves in one way or another. So your dream is simply letting you know that you need space from this person so that you can focus on all of the things that are growing for you, all of the things that are coming. Because like in your first dream, your house, your abundance, it's on its way, okay? Your dream is simply letting you know that you need some more space from those particular people, okay? Thank you for sending your dreaming. Now, let's go ahead and interpret the last dream. And this particular dreamer, it's a very interesting dream. Okay, she says that she's like outside and she's watching some guy cross the street and she says that this guy is very cute. He is looking very elegant. He is just adorable. Okay, so she's watching him going across the street. And then later, after she sees him walking across the street, she sees like a bar of chocolate, and the bar of chocolate is like kind of melting, kind of not, but she's like, oh, that bar of chocolate looks really good, okay? And she doesn't get to eat it. She doesn't get to eat the bar of chocolate. Then she goes to the store, and there's a bar of chocolate there, and it's the last bar of chocolate. It is the last bar of chocolate, but somebody else comes and she sees the hand take the bar of chocolate, and she never got the chocolate, okay? So this dream is really interesting because, guys, this particular dreamer has very frequent dreams of men that come into her life, and for whatever reason, she never gets to catch them. In her dream, she's always looking for them. She finds them and then they escape. They're gone, right? And this dream is very similar to the others, okay? The only difference with this dream is that there's a little bit more of physical wanting in it, okay? We know this because of the chocolate. So let's kind of get started, okay? So in this dream, she's seeing that it's this very elegant man walking across, okay? And she doesn't get to actually talk to him, even though she's chasing him down, okay? So we know that this is kind of something that's going on at the subconscious level. There's something or someone in your life that you've been wanting to connect with for a very long time, someone you've been admiring, someone you've been wanting to connect with, and you haven't been able to for whatever reason, okay? We also know that this is bothering you very profoundly because you're starting to like put this same energy to that bar of chocolate, okay? You say the bar of chocolate is kind of like melting, but you want it very badly, okay? So this is like that internal desire. Remember, your dreams are going to show you what is going on at the most subconscious level. So right now, there's this physical need that you may be having right now that you're not able to fulfill for whatever reason, okay? I don't know what's going on in your waking life, but it's simply letting us know that there are these physical needs that are not being met for you, okay? We also know that there's a particular person in your life that you really want to connect with and you haven't been able to make that connection with, okay? So we know that a lot of energy right now is going on the things you don't have. You're really focused on that one person that you're not able to connect with. You're really focused on all of those little chocolates you can't eat. You're really focused on all of those things that you can't have, okay? In the dream, somebody literally takes the last piece of chocolate and you can't even get that. So it's letting us know that your state of mind right now, it's very much like that. It's like, I can never get what I want. Everybody's always taking my chocolate. Everybody's always taking my stuff. I can't get my physical needs met. You're very frustrated, okay? You're very frustrated right now, and that's okay because the dream world is going to help us through this, okay? And the dream world is letting you know that is the energy you're giving off right now. And remember, the more you focus on the things you don't have, the things that people are taking away from you, all of these negatives, the more you're going to get this in your life, okay? So your dream is literally fed up. It's letting you know what? It is enough. This is enough of us focusing on all of the things we don't have. Let's start moving to a different energy and let's start thinking about all of the things that we do have, okay? If you want your dreams to change, if you want your subconscious to change, you have to start being more conscious of what you're thinking about and what you're doing on a daily basis, okay? So if you're constantly thinking about all of the things you don't have, all of those people you wanted to connect with and you weren't able to connect with, you will simply get more of that. Okay, so your dream is simply letting you know, let's start focusing on the things we do have. What is going right in my life? Who are the people in my life that I appreciate and that I love? What physical needs can I meet? What physical needs are being met? Okay, let's think about all of the things that are being accomplished, okay? Because remember, the more energy we give to this, the more that will grow, okay? Your subconscious is tired. It's very tired and it's very frustrated of always focusing on the things that you don't have in this world, okay? It's time to change. It's time to focus on the things that we do have and allow those things to grow, okay? It's time to let go of that frustrating energy, all right? Now, guys, remember that whenever you're having any dream, your subconscious is going to show you everything that's there, whether it's emotional needs, physical needs, sensual needs, all of those needs, okay? All of those things are going to show up in your dream state, all right? And you all know exactly what your dream means, okay? You all know what it means. I know that you send me your dreams and you say, I don't know what it means. You know what it means, okay? Because you know what you were feeling during the dream, okay? As long as you know what you're feeling during the dream, your feelings, your emotions are going to guide you, all right? So just remember that whenever you're having any dream, also write down the emotions that you're feeling during it. Okay, it's such a pleasure for me to interpret your dreams. I absolutely love doing it. But I do want you to understand that you can do it, too. Okay, you can have that conversation with your subconscious. Now, I'll give you a quick update about Lupita and her magical dreams. That is on its way. Richard is working so hard. We're almost done. I will keep you posted as soon as that's out. But in the meantime, guys, I send you a big hug and I send you loving energy, okay? I'll talk to you later. Bye.